Alright kids, what's up people? So, you guys catching on to the beauty and the magistry? That word is annoying. Is that even the right word I'm looking for? Moral of the story, yesterday in the chat room we did a tremendous trade with DGI. I said this is the time you want to be buying this stock. The stock hasn't gone down this many days in a row. You want to be picking that stock up. And next thing you know, it's had its biggest day in over a year and a half, straight up all day. It was fantastic. And then, if you were paying attention at the end of the day, not only did I sell out of the stock, we went short because the stock always has a pullback after the stock makes a move like that. Seen it a million times. But let's talk about what we're talking about today. Today we were talking about SNDK. SNDK, if you don't know, is SNDK, otherwise known as SanDisk. The reason we call it SNDK here at hitthebid.com is when I was a broker, I had a client that every time I would call him, he would give some sort of dick or cock connotation to every stock that I referred him to. My favorite of all time is still a company, the original PayPal was a company called Cybercash. They would process your bills online and do your transaction called Cybercash. What is this cyber cock bullshit you're sending me? Anyway. So SNDK has been a lasting thing. And so with the Qualcomm earnings yesterday, giving us a little prelude, and Intel selling off, giving us a little prelude of what was to come with some of these chip earnings, I looked at the SNDK chart. This stock's been on a tear, an absolute tear. Now this morning, it gapped up, surprisingly enough, on the Qualcomm earnings. SNDK, I figured, was gapping down and I wasn't going to have an opportunity to short this stock. As soon as the market opened up, I shorted some at $30.50, and I bought some more $29 puts. Now you know me. The day trade, as soon as that thing went to 30, I was out of that thing, covered that. But I held on to the puts because I was thinking about going into the earnings report. Because I'm thinking that this thing's going to sell off into the earnings. Okay? Now, here comes a suggestion. I'm flat on the stock right now. Made close to 50% on the options. Sold out of all of them. Stock's sitting at lows of the day right now. This is one of those situations where I wouldn't normally get back into it. And I don't know what I'm doing at the moment right now. It's 12:37. The market's tanking. And if everybody listened to me, my quid call at 1920 was the breakout. And I'm looking for this thing to go to 22 before all's said and done. Don't hold me to it. We could rally tomorrow on Amazon or whatever the news comes out tomorrow. Bernanke could get confirmed and all hell could break loose and we could rally up 1,000 points. Who knows? The bottom line is SNDK earnings are coming out tonight. Now the stock, I've been trading the stock for 15 years now. And it seems that most of the time when it's had a run into the earnings, the stock is sold off. And when it's selling off into the earnings, the stock has popped back up. So, what I suggest to do. But more important, let's forget about the history of the stock. Let's forget about earnings. Let's forget about everything. This is a test of the curse. This is the test of the curse of Crow. Right now I don't plan on getting reshort unless this thing somehow squeezes into the close to over $29.50. Maybe I'll get short again. But here's what I'm talking about. This is a situation where at the moment, as much as the money, so I made $500 short in the stock from the open, okay? I had bought some of those puts at $1 and $1.20, sold them all this morning at $1.60. They're trading at 2 bid right now, okay? So I'm already absolutely pissed off because not only should I should have taken this gift, but when something happens that's off, you think that maybe there's someone out there that knows more than you do. So I wanted to let it play out. And then the stock started tanking, of course. In that moment of misjudgment, in that moment of confusion, the money was already poof. There it was. Luckily, I got some of the stock off. But here's what I'm trying to tell you. I'm not probably going to get back into this position. So what I would suggest right now is that the $28 puts are $1.50. And the way I look at it is that I'm looking at a stock that I just had the $29 puts at $1 and $1.20 and $1.35 actually. Can I actually bring it? Can I bring myself to now buy a strike price 1 point lower for more than I paid for the strike price a point higher? I can't bring myself to do that. The stubbornness, even though I think the stock's going to 25 today after the earnings report. I think the stock's going to be down 3 points tomorrow. 2, maybe 3 points tomorrow, okay? But I won't do it. Now here's what I want you to do. Now I don't want you to, and you know, this could be I'm not putting myself on the line at any cost, because there's a million of these situations. Because the chat room, if you've been coming into the chat room, talk to Cosmit, talk to Keen, talk to the 20 or 30 or 40 people that come into the chat room every day and tell them what happens. I wish I was telling you lies. I wish I was telling you bullshit stories. And every time I get a new guy come in, I get some skeptics that come in, they start barking at me. What do you got now? What do you got now? Well, this is what I got now. Right now, but this is the point about this trade. It's already happened. The curse has already set in. You understand? I shorted the stock at the open at 30.50. I got the high print of the day. Covered it at 30. So in theory, that was your entry. That was your entry. And your true entry was yesterday, because I was telling you, you want to be buying those puts going into this earnings report. Buy them today. Buy them yesterday. Because tomorrow I think the market's going to sell off, and it's probably going to take SNDK with you. And then you'll have an option whether or not to take the money or let it ride. So right now, I'm at the point where I really, really seriously doubt I'm going to push my luck and reshort the SNDK. So what I suggest to you, give it a shot. Give it a shot. SNDK. Even if you don't give it a shot, I'm letting you know. Take a look at that one. Okay? SNDK. I'm telling you, it's going to be down. It's going to be down. It's going to be down. It's going to be down at least $1.50, 2 points. And if Amazon numbers are good and the market stays strong, that might hinder it going down 3 or 4. But I got this gut feeling right now that tomorrow or tonight, whatever the case may be, is that me covering that short at 30 and me getting out of those puts when I promised myself I wouldn't sell all of them, but I offered them out. Didn't think I would ever was ever going to get done at $1.60, $1.65. And now I'm flat. So what happens normally is SNDK will now announce that flash memory is a thing of the past. They're closing up shop, and that it's not even a real company, and they're just shutting it down and moving on, and the stock goes to 0. So if you own SNDK, my suggestion is you might want to take something off the table if you're sitting on a profit, because I've doomed the stock. You understand what I'm saying? You understand? Is my disagreeable personality coming through quick enough? Because this is your moment. This is your moment to say, fuck you, Crawl, look what you did. You told me SNDK was going to go down. Okay? But this is 1 out of a million recommendations that I've given over the last 2.5 years. I'm putting it out there. Putting it out there because it's still going down, and I refuse to get reshort. Refuse! Watch what happens. Oh, by the way, also, for my boys in the chat room who were mocking me for getting shorter yesterday, saying that the quid will be at 22 probably by Friday. Told you, because I didn't add to it. Remember that 13,000 shares of quid I had at 19.20? I only got 3,000 left. That was the sign. I chickened out of holding that huge lot, and SNDK hits a new low. All right. Good luck with this. All right. Give it a shot. Buy a $28 put. Put out $100. See what happens. You'll probably double your money.